Voting for the executive mayor of the city of Tshwane Metro is underway. The DA has fielded former Mayor Cilliers Brink, who was ousted 2 weeks ago during a motion of no confidence by the ANC. While Deputy Mayor and ActionSA Councillor Dr. Nasiphi Moya will be going head-to-head with Brink. Moya is backed by the ANC and 7 other parties, including the EFF, which helped remove Brink. A DA Tshwane caucus spokesperson says they will be holding the new formation accountable should Moya emerge victorious. The ANC has said it will support Moya for the position of executive mayor. The party's national spokesperson, Mahlengu Bengu, made the announcement at the Tshwane House ahead of the council sitting.
A Brink or nothing approach will never work. Most parties expressed willingness to be flexible in negotiations and move beyond narrow party political interests. ActionSA leadership painstakingly explained to the ANC that their proposal was not a Nasiphi Moya or nothing. After extensive engagement on the caliber of the candidate and the tight timeframes we have to sort out the problems, the ANC agreed to support the candidature of the current acting mayor, Councillor Dr. Nasiphi Moya, who is seated to my left. This is based on the strength of her experience and her qualifications. We appeal to the people of Tshwane to support Councillor Dr. Nasiphi Moya.
Really very difficult negotiations. Negotiations actually with a huge public attack and insults against us. But I'm really glad that last night we triumphed. Yeah. As people of South Africa. I think the Premier and I, we were the 2 most attacked individuals, but I think sense prevailed. We kept our cool. We did not allow the insults and the divisions which were directed us to distract us from what we really wanted to achieve. And I'm sure all of you are aware. I've got an experience of running a coalition coming from the business sector. When I took over the job, I had no idea what the mayor does at the time. And I was given the responsibility to run a municipality with the dependence of the EFF at the time, because we needed the EFF to really be able to pass the reports in council. And I can assure you, and I'm on record when I had a press conference when I resigned, that in the 3 years as a mayor, I'm on record on that the EFF were the most supportive of all the parties in the coalition arrangement that I ran.
SABC News reporter Patricia Visagie is tracking the story and is joining us live now. Good afternoon, Patricia. Let's talk about how things have been progressing so far. What can you share with us?
Well, of course, it was off to a busy start this morning with the ANC leading the parties who've all agreed to obviously be part of this new power sharing deal that is officially being ushered in today. And obviously, they also took the opportunity to introduce ActionSA's Dr. Nasiphi Moya, who has been the deputy mayor here in the capital city. And she was introduced formally and officially as the mayoral candidate for, of course, the Progressive Caucus here in the capital city, led by the ANC. And we saw that big joint press briefing early morning, led by the ANC, ActionSA, EFF. You had Ronald Morake from the ACDP also joined. And you've got the smaller parties. And now this group, they've all put their weight behind Dr. Moya. As I speak to you, the IEC inside is gearing up for the voting to take place, which will happen in a few moments from now, if it's not already happening, because we're outside. We're not sure how quickly things are actually taking place inside. But any moment from now, the Tshwane mayors would obviously, make their decision in terms of who will be the next mayor. But when you look at the numbers in terms of who has the majority, that very same majority that voted out the former Mayor Cilliers Brink 2 weeks ago, that gives you an indication that perhaps what they came to announce this morning, that Dr. Nasiphi Moya would be the next Tshwane mayor, that is going to be realized in sight. We're not expecting any, unexpected events to take place. Of course, the DAS, they have been promising that they will be nominating Cilliers Brink as their mayoral candidate. They did just that, and we heard some, hurdles being directed in his direction. Some even saying, "Don't go ahead with it." But obviously, that was done. The DA has made it very clear that they are going to field him, hoping that he would be reinstated. But we've also learned that they were not able to reach any agreement with the ANC that's been leading the talks into this new power sharing deal that, of course, as I said, was ushered in officially this morning. So that gives you an indication that although Cilliers Brink, the former mayor, has been nominated, he does not have the numbers to vote for him, and the progressive caucus's nominee being Dr. Moya, that is the person that will emerge. You'd also know that she's been the acting mayor since Cilliers Brink was obviously outed 2 weeks ago, and as I've mentioned, she's been the deputy mayor. She's also held several other senior management positions in the capital city over the years. So she's no newcomer to the administrative responsibilities of the city of Tshwane. She's also no newcomer to the political life, the political profile, and really just the integrated political battles that the city of Tshwane has been facing. So should she be voted in, she will be the 6th official mayor of Tshwane since 2016, when, of course, we know that the former Dr. Jose Ramokgopa was obviously then voted out through the ANC's factional battles at the time. So you have her coming in, but all in all, we have 7 mayors that actually sat in this position in the last 8 years, if you had to count Abel Tau at the time, who acted after Stevens Mukhalapa was also removed following his scandals at the time. So if you had to count all the names, it is 7 mayors, 6 mayors that have taken this position over the years. And today, of course, they're saying they're ushering in a new dawn, a dawn that they say is directly linked to the vision of materializing service delivery needs on the ground, prioritizing the interests of the people of Tshwane. You would know that there has been a lot of issues that have been leveled at the DA-led administration over the years. Cilliers Brink also came under fire for a lot of accusations, a slew of accusations linked to poor service delivery, the failure to turn around the city's financial position, and it is on the backbone of that he was ultimately voted out. But it also has to do with the political climate in the country that is changing. The ANC that has always sat with the majority council seats at 75, obviously they used their position somehow in the GNU to say that the party that has the majority of votes in any space has to lead the coalition talks moving forward. And they started those talks immediately after elections, and that, of course, is how we saw Cilliers Brink being voted out. And in a few minutes, you will have Dr. Nasiphi Moya taking up the reins here in the capital city.
Patricia, let's not keep you waiting. I know you have to go back in there so that you can carry the proceedings for us. Thank you so much for your time. I've been speaking to Patricia Visagie. She is following what has been happening in the city of Tshwane.